What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. We are back after 4 months of not posting and continuing the Bangtan Universe. I know. Slap myself because I absolutely deserve a slap after not posting this for so many months. Yes, I went back and rewatched all the videos. Everything, kind of my theories up to this point, created some new kind of ideas, but the overall idea that I pretty much had was the fact that they are all a bunch of friends who are all going through their different issues. I still believe up to this point that Jin is somehow going to be the savior of everyone. I have a feeling that it is almost like his duty, his goal to save everyone, because everyone at this point is in such a deep and dark place. Somehow I feel like he is the key to everything. At one point I believe that he had kind of given up on that idea that I'm not going to be able to save everybody. I'm still holding on to the dream and the idea of the fact that he believes he is the key, or is the key, and he is not aware of it, to all of this being fixed. With all the issues, with all the way from Taeyoung all the way to Suga, Jimin, JK, every issue that every boy is going through, including Jin himself, Jin is somehow the key to all of it. That's just kind of a theory. And yeah, I mean, at the end, all you guys have asked, like, Martin, go watch the XLS video. We're going to get through these, okay? And then we're back, okay? Bangtan Universe, it's back. We're going to continue on with the series of the Bangtan Universe so that we can go and watch the highly requested, I believe it's XLS video regarding the entire Bangtan Universe. What's going on? What does it all mean? All my questions will be answered, hopefully, in that video. But first, we got to get through all my ideas and through all these reactions. Starting where we left off with the BTS Love Yourself highlight reel. So let's not waste some more time. Trust me, I've done 4 months of that already. Do me a big favor. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, as all these things help with the channel moving forward. And without any further ado, let's continue with the Bangtan Universe Part 8. Alrighty, y'all. After a very long time, 4 months, let's get back into it.
시간이 지날수록 선명해지는 순간이 있다. 이 순간을 위해 수많은 만남과 헤어짐이 존재했고, 어느 골목, 어느 교차로를 지나도 결국 여기에 다다랐을 거라고 믿게 되는 그런 순간.
I feel like I'm watching a K-drama right now. I've been into K-dramas a lot recently. Who's that? Is that us? Because I know that ain't me. Ma'am, you dropped your journal. Yeah, this is a romance K-drama for sure right now. That's invasion of privacy, Jin. June 14th. A boy in a wheelchair? Admitted into the hospital? Who the hell are you? May 25th. YK? What is that, lemon flavored? June 5th. What is going on?
감사합니다.
감사합니다. Okay, what is They're all having interactions with different women. She was a little shy. Yo, my boys are quite the actors, aren't they? They can act. She's stealing. You're welcome. You should have taken that backpack and knocked her upside the head with it. What was she stealing for? May 31st.
생일 축하해.
나 오늘 생일 아닌데?
응, 알아.
Don't tell me he's alone, like in a room by himself.
호서가 눈 감아봐.
What is going on? Did she just leave her child? Yo, merry-go-round? They had hinted at merry-go-round all the way back then. Confirmed? No, I'm just playing. But on a real note, that's all I could think about. Other than this crying, lonely child, right? As soon as I saw the merry-go-round, that's the first thing I thought of.
소나기 같던 매미 소리가 한순간 멎는다. 갑작스런 고요 속에서 나는 세상이 얼마나 아름다운지 깨닫는다. 네가 있다는 것만으로 모든 것이 달라져 있다. 이 순간들이 거짓이라고 해도 여기 머물고 싶다.
Huh. What are we back to Jin now? And we're with B. That's not the same chick, is it?
뭐야?
Thinking of a better time? Yo, my boy have a little crush or something? What's going on? Why couldn't that been me? That's the girl that was helping Yoongi. I saw the lighter. She wanted nothing to do with us. Now she wants to follow us. August 30th. Did she take all the cigarettes too? Good for her. Oh boy,
왜일까? 가장 행복한 순간에 불현듯 두려워지는 것은 돌이켜보면 난 알고 있었다. 눈앞에 펼쳐진 빛나는 세계 그 밑바닥에 나의 거짓이 있다는 것을. 그
Deception.
모든 것이 작은 바람 하나에도 무너질 꿈이었다는 것을. 나는 외면하고 회피하고 눈을 감았다. 두려웠다. 나 자신으로는 사랑받을 자신이 없었다.
Why they got my boy Jimin practicing by himself? I want to kind of note something real quick. Do y'all still notice how V's the only one up to no good? He wrote I'm fine, but I don't know. Like, why is it that he's still spray painting and doing stuff that he probably shouldn't be doing? You know what I'm saying? But maybe the I'm fine, there's lots of different messages here. Maybe this is I don't know. We'll come back to it. I'm gonna have to rewatch this like 5 more times. I'm so lost right now. Wait a minute. Whoa. Wasn't it just Jimin who collapsed? Why is he... Wait a minute. Why did... Oh, was that like him cleaning the blood off his hands? He did hit... I didn't notice that at first. I'm not going to lie. Everything's going so fast. He hit Homegirl, and then we see J-Hope here. I'm assuming taken to like the hospital or like a clinic. Oh, V. What is going on? I feel like I'm watching the greatest goddamn K-drama of all time. What did he just get? Flowers? Hey, it's Homegirl.
시간을 되돌릴 수 있다.
What?
우리는 어디로 돌아가야 할까? 그곳에 이르면 모든 실수와 잘못을 바로잡고 그래서 행복해질 수 있을까? 수없이 많은 계절을 반복해도 다다르지 못하는 곳이 있다. 결국 마주해야 하는 것은 어제와는 다른 폭풍. 그 가운데를 뚫고 나아가는 것. 두려움 없이 사랑하는 것. 망설임과 이별하는 것.
I thought I knew what was going on. I do not know what the hell is going on. Is that it? What the hell did I just watch? Okay, everybody, stick with me here. We're going to start with this idea. We're going to start with the main idea that I have of the overall Bangtan universe, which is Jin is the key to all of it. And let me explain. Number one, he is the primary narrative in this like short film here. And you may be like, well, Martin, why does that matter? It's because he's the key. He's realizing that either he has the ability to go back in time and or save them, but is also realizing at the same time that he is failing again and again and again. Even at the end here, he says, if we could turn back the clock, where should we go back to? Once we reach that place, can all our mistakes and errors be undone? Will happiness be ours to stay? It's because I think he has the ability and or realizes he has tried multiple times to fix things and he is at a loss. It's like the more he goes back, kind of like the going back in time theory. If you go back and change something, like it's going to alter the future moving forward. And or just because you go back and fix something doesn't mean that it's going to be completely fixed. You may have changed the timeline and it may cause another destructive, horrible thing or brutal thing to happen later in the future. And I think that is exactly what he is mentioning here. I think he has already gone back in time and has fixed something, right? Everything as beautiful as it was after it's been fixed is not what it seems at all, because we get this right here where he says, looking back, I had known all along that underneath the glittering world before my eyes, again, an illusion, everything's not exactly what it seems here. It may seem like everything is fine, but it's not. Lay my deception. But for those of you that don't know, deception is the act of deliberately causing someone to believe something that is untrue. Again, everything may seem fine and dandy, but indeed it's not. You got to remember that in Jin, throughout this entire thing until the end, he's probably under the assumption that, hey, I fixed everything. Everything's good. Little does he know everything that is taking place with all the other members at this exact time. Nothing terrible happens to Jin until we see the woman at the end get hit by the car. And unfortunately, it is this moment where Jin realizes, holy crap, everything is not what it seems. I have messed up again. I have failed. It's like the whole turning point of this entire thing. It's kind of the climax, if we're being completely honest, because this is where the key to everything realizes, I've still failed. Now, I won't lie to you guys. I have no idea who these females are, okay? I have absolutely no idea. But I kind of feel like at first I was like, well, maybe this was in the story of the Bangtan universe, the point where they meet Army or they meet that someone who kind of changes their life for the better. And then I thought about it a little bit more and I'm like, I don't think that's what this is at all. I think who we are seeing here in this shot is JK in two different forms. Like as if this is the JK on the outside and we are seeing the inner JK, which would make a lot of sense in this scene if we were seeing two forms of Jin. The book that this person drops, maybe this is the inner Jin telling the other Jin or feeling like he has the key. This book, I think, being the key to solving everything. Because if you notice closely, Jin, after reading a couple of lines, call me reaching if you want to, looks like he comes to the realization like he just noticed something that maybe he didn't notice before. Maybe he has the answers to fixing everything, or what he seems may be the answers to fixing everything right in front of him. Or that at the same time, maybe this book is filled like a journal normally would. Most of the time you have like a diary or a journal, you have written down what has taken place in the previous dates. Maybe not only does this have the answers, but maybe it has all of Jin's shortcomings, where he's gone wrong, written in every single one of these pages. That way he can easily fix the future moving forward. But here's the interesting thing, right? 15 seconds before Jin picks up this journal, we see a train pass by. Nothing to it, right? Well, that's where I think you would be wrong. I'm not saying this is random by any means, but I even think another future Jin is, or the universe itself is trying to hint to Jim to stop. Again, if he doesn't pick up this journal, maybe things do go in a different way. But because he picks it up, I think he alters the timeline or does something that causes everything that we see throughout the entirety of this video to take place. The reason I brought up the train is because we just saw a train pass. I don't necessarily know if it's weird or not, but coincidentally, another train in almost an instant passes again. I don't know much about trains, but I don't think they run that close to each other. On top of that, it's like the universe. Again, look at this giant sign right here beside him, almost like literally telling him to stop. By even picking up this journal will lead down another broken, horrible path. Continuing off that kind of girl theory that we had about them being maybe their inner selves, we see homegirl here actually take the lighter from the homie Sugar. She pulls it away to stop him. I feel like this is inner Yoongi here telling himself that he doesn't like smoking. He wants to quit, but a part of Yoongi still needs it. Smoking can be used as a comforting factor. I know that it has lots of damage to it, like smoking is not good for you, but it can help relieve anxiety. It calms people. It truly does. Alcohol's the same thing. I mean, I know we're talking about cigarettes here, and again, I'm not saying either of these are appropriate, but this cigarette or like vaping can be used as a form of stress relieving, right? Whoever this person is offers him a lollipop right afterwards. And for people who are trying to stop addictions, they will do stuff like lollipops. You may have seen I believe he's also Korean, or he could be Japanese. I think he's Japanese. But the actor in Fast and the Furious, he was known for being like a heavy smoker, and he's been open about this as well. Well, in order to quit his addiction, he resolved to eating chips, which is why you will see him eat chips sometimes in the Fast and the Furious movies. It's to stop the habit. It's to keep his hands and fingers busy doing something else so that it's not smoking, right? And that's what I think this lollipop is as well. It's another way to keep him busy. In this case, having a lollipop in his mouth as opposed to having a cigarette in his mouth. And again, kind of just piggybacking off of earlier, we see the flower and the vase tipped over here. Again, I think this is already hinting to Jin that his plan has already failed. It's coming down, like it's crashing down. And at the end of the show, when we see him actually catch the vase this time, I think he is now aware that he has to start all over again before everything can come crashing down. Whereas before he thought, I've done my job. I've completed. I've fixed everything. I still got work to do, which is why I think you see all this exhaustion on Jin. He's ready for this to be done. He's ready to leave this alone. Dude, when you've tried everything and nothing seems to be making any progress, where do you go? When you've run out of options, what do you do? Now, this is the other part that's a little bit tricky as well, because at times I feel like these girls are maybe that inner persona. I don't know how to explain it, but that inner version of whoever it is that female character is hanging out with, one of our boys. What's interesting to me is, let's say that is the case, then why is this girl here? Then I think about it, I don't think they're necessarily like that inner person of whoever the female character is hanging out with, but rather just like a symbol, or they're meant to be put there. Again, I don't know if it's Jin or the universe, to remind our boys of a time that they were with one of the other members of the group. The moment that JK sees the lighter and the initials on it, he then thinks of a time when he spent with the homie Yoongi. And when we get the shot later of Yoongi falling out of the couch and picking up the phone, I think exactly that is who is calling. I could be completely wrong, but I believe it is JK. Again, that reach out, that call. If the girls were meant to be put here as a way of trying to, maybe the fixing of everything, maybe Jin placed them here again, or the universe, But ultimately, bringing these boys together is the fix. It is the cure to everything. Anytime that they are apart and they are not together, things completely go a different route. Because of that symbol, or because JK saw that girl performing, saw the lighter. You ever heard the phrase, God, give me a sign? I think this is the universe giving each of the boys a sign, or at least that interaction with those girls that maybe will trigger a memory that will bring them all back together. I can't lie, y'all. I've done so much watching over and over again of this video. I got one last take, and at that point, I can't lie, I am just so goddamn confused. The other take I have trouble with, unless I'm just freaking out right now. Why is JK in a wheelchair? Now, as you can see, I went back and rewatched the previous Bangtan Universes to see where I went wrong, what did I miss, and I've pretty much crossed like 2 different theories at this point as to why JK is in the wheelchair. Remember, in the Japanese version of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, we actually see JK passed out on the ground. Now, I don't know if the addiction of, the alcohol, or that just everything he was taking in and made him end up in the hospital. I'm not exactly sure. Or this is going to sound crazy again, because I'm still trying to figure out this whole like girls, who they are and what they mean to the story. But the only other thing I can think of is we see this take place where this woman gets hit by a car, and Jin realizes again at this point, this is the turning point of this entire video. Was JK the girl in this situation? Getting hit by the car ended JK up in the hospital? Are somehow the guys truly the girls? And when they're seeing the girl in front of them, it's recalling back to a memory that they had with that other person, the other member of the group. I'm so confused. Those are the only 2 things I can land on. Unless I'm missing something, that's the only thing I can think of. Either everything from the previous music video, all that he was consuming, possible drinking and stuff like that, maybe that's what landed him in the hospital, or he is truly this individual that we saw run across the street and get hit by the car, and that's why he's in the hospital. And I don't even want to get into this theory. I might save this for a different video, or just let y'all tell me what's going on. Because in this shot, again, your boys watched a lot of animes and K-dramas. It looks like somebody who is confessing their love to someone right now. Because what's interesting here, she brings him what looks like a birthday cake. However, I don't speak Korean and I can barely hear what he says, but we almost get the hint that J-Hope kind of says right here, it's not my birthday. I believe this girl is confessing her love to J-Hope. And then what's interesting is in the following clip, following right after that, we see the homie Jimin recording this girl getting shocked and kind of hiding it. Almost as if he's hiding his feelings. Does he like the girl that likes J-Hope? There's so much going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I need your guys' help, okay? I've rewatched this like about 10 times, just trying to see and find every little detail. I'm lost as hell. Leave those comments in the comment section down below. That would be greatly appreciated. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as all these things help out the channel moving forward. And until next time, peace.